Alrighty, welcome to Supernatural Signals, my Haunted Journal edition. I'm filming this kind of late, not late, it's like 6 o'clock, but I just felt like yapping a little bit. I kind of had a slow day today. Not feeling the best, not like sick or anything like that, but like just if you're female, you will know. Let's put it that way. So dealing with that, and then yeah, before I get into all that crap, let me kind of explain what this series is. It's basically where I talk about mostly the supernatural things going on in my life, supernatural, or discussing universe topics and things like that. So kind of geared toward the supernatural, but I also like to discuss true crime and anything in the media that I find interesting. And sometimes I do relate that to the supernatural, and then just updates on my life and updates on the channel. So it's kind of just a area where I can yap and yeah, but mostly focused on supernatural. So, with all that said, apologies if you could hear my fan earlier. I just turned it off, but yes, I do have a fan on. So, updates on my life or just what's going on. Apparently, where I'm at, we're supposed to get a snowstorm, and well, I don't know, snowstorm is kind of, I don't know, like a little extra, but it's we're supposed to get some snow, and where I live it's just we're not used to that type of environment, so people are kind of, I don't know, freaking out about it. I just got a few things of extra soup and stuff just in case, but I'm not too worried about it. I mean, it'll be fine. So that's this weekend. So probably not doing anything too exciting this weekend. Um, um, so also I'm very excited that my boyfriend and I are actually taking some time off of work later on. I'm not going to say the exact date, but it's soonish, I guess. And so I'm very excited about that. Yeah, so I'm very excited about that. I think we might actually do something fun other than going out to restaurants once in a while and doing some shopping. So I will keep you posted on that. And yeah, I'm very excited about that. But anyway, continue on. But the one thing I wanted to talk about today is like my brain has been so like all over the place lately. And I don't know, like I've always had like ADHD thing. Like technically I was diagnosed a long time ago, but it wasn't like a really professional person, and it was, I don't know, it was kind of, it was a therapist, but it just didn't feel like they did, I don't know. It was kind of weird. They were like, "Yeah, it sounds like you have ADHD," and I'm like, "All right," like but I mean, I think just talking with my boyfriend and other people, it's whatever. I don't. Diagnoses are so weird, but like definitely, I have a absent-minded mind. Let's put it that way. That no matter what you want to label it, I have an absent-minded mind, and I've always had that. But like the last like 2-ish weeks, it has been on overdrive. Like I will forget things. Like I yesterday, I freaking put, or not yesterday, but a couple of days ago, I think I posted on my threads. I put my ice cream in the fridge, didn't remember doing that instead of the freezer. Like when I'm putting stuff away in the pantry, I put it in the fridge, and then I see, and then I'm like, oh wait, I have to go over here. And like it has just been nuts lately. And so I don't know if I'm just like being extra spazzy or what, but and then like playing video games, like there's certain things I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and then like I'll forget certain part that I always do. It's just, it's been a lot lately. It's been extra lately, and um yeah, so it's definitely been something that's like I'm not like too worried about it or whatever. It's just it's more annoying than anything. Let's just put it that way. And I don't, maybe it has to do with my period because last week, before that you kind of get symptoms and stuff, and then this week, I'm on it or whatever. So it's just, I don't know, but I don't know. So that's what's going on with me. Update. So I haven't really been in the mood to kind of like sit and do my more investigative videos, but I did start the script for one and kind of started getting more into it today. So hopefully I can focus on that later on in the week. Now, as far as ghost stuff is happening, Again, if you're new here or you're new to like these recent videos, the weirdest things that have been happening to me supernatural wise is that Buddy's toys by his bed, he has a basket. And sometimes when I come into the living room, they're like arranged in a specific way, like a human did it, like in a certain pattern or a certain organized fashion. And it's happened a few times, and I've taken a few pictures of it and posted on previous videos. And I said I was going to get one of my cameras set up to record the night. And looking back at my camera, I was like, okay, I'm going to use this camera. And then I was stupid because it's just like a camcorder and you can't really just set it up all night. Like it just wouldn't be. And then I have to go through all the footage and stuff. And so, like, my boyfriend was like, go get a little Blink security night camera thing. And so I did that and I got it a couple days ago and I set it up in my bathroom the other day because I do have some activity there and I just kind of wanted to test it out in general. And so I put it in my bathroom and nothing's happened because, like I said in my older videos in this haunted journal series, I did some have here's some, things, objects falling off in the bathroom by itself, some thunking going on, just weird things going on in my bathroom. My dog kind of like staring, my cat kind of staring in my bathroom area. So weird activity there. So I was like, well, let me try it first in my bathroom. Nothing happened that I saw. It was just me rolling over on bed and then using the restroom late at night looking like a night terror myself. So nothing there. And my cat, using the potty. So nothing to report there, but I might get another one to have in the bathroom. And then his bed in the living room is where the activity is happening as far as his toys go or supposed activity. So what I'm going to do is probably tomorrow, because just right now I'm just not in the mood to kind of do anything, but tomorrow, probably during the day, I'll put up the camera at a certain angle to kind of see his bed area and see if anything weird happens because sometimes they will move during the day and it's so weird because it's not like one or two's moves, it's like they shift altogether. It's really weird. It's not like, oh, he grabbed some toys and like kind of moved it around. It's like they change angles like as a group. It's weird, but I could be overthinking it. And with my brain lately, I wouldn't be surprised that it's just me being weird. So there's that. But that's the update. So I will probably do that this weekend and keep you posted if I see anything strange. Okay, so this is the strange thing. Um, there's also sometimes that Buddy, my dog, he likes to sleep in the living room because he gets to stare out the window and like monitor people, and all his a bunch of his toys are there. He has some in my room, but like in another bed in my room. So thing, and then he has his bed there and his toys, and so usually he likes to chill out there at night. But there's sometimes that this just happened. If you can hear him, he just came into my room, is that he will either bash through my door like he gets spooked for something outside of my room, or just right now, I didn't video it because I was more worried about him, but I opened my door because I heard this little whoop, like a little like scared little yip, and no one's out there. And all of a sudden I see him and he's like hiding. We have a piano out there and like a little round table, and he's like hiding under both of them. And then I have to kind of be like, come on inside my room. And he'll like, sometimes I'll have to grab him by the thing and he'll slowly make it to my room. And then he'll feel so much better. And then like go play with the toys in here and like relax and like eventually fall asleep. But it's like he gets scared of something in the living room. And I've said this before, but there has been like times where I'll open, like he'll be outside and he'll get scared of something and he'll run in from outside. And then all of a sudden he'll look at the wall that's by his bed. He's trying to get my food right now. So he's fine right now. And then he will run in and then he looked at the fireplace by that wall where his bed is, where feel like the activity is happening. And he went like this like scared bark and then like ran to his couch. I say it's his couch, but it's the family room couch, but he feels like it's his couch. And it's like he gets scared of stuff. I've said this a million times. He's very sensitive but okay. Now he's very happy because he got snackies and wants more snackies. But yeah, I know I mentioned I know I mentioned the fireplace incident a while back and a lot of these instances before, but I feel like it's all like a summation of things, right? Because it's like, oh, if it happens one time, it's a coincidence. It keeps happening, right? Just like his walks. You can look at my previous videos about that. He's very weird on his walks too, where it's like he gets scared and runs home. And I put some footage of that in my threads, which I might actually put in this video just for documentation purposes. But during our walks, sometimes I will take him on a walk and he loves his walkies so much. It's like one of his favorite form of playtime and exercise. And he will literally like take his nose and um nudge his nose against his harness, so indicating he wants to take a WK, right? He loves them. But lately, and it doesn't really matter what time of day, I will take him. There could be people on the on the in the neighborhood or nobody, right? Because I work from home, so I can kind of take him at different times. And I will take him, and he will want to run home. Like he all of a sudden he'll be like, do, 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 do. Like we'll be charging, and he'll be so excited, and all of a sudden he will stop and then he will turn around and no matter how I try and drag him back, he will be like, and then he'll keep looking at me to make sure I'm following him. And then when we turn into the area where my house is, he will like charge there, but I'll try and like go to a different direction because I'm like, maybe he's just scared of that direction. Nope, he will pull, and I'll put the footage at the end of this video. Because I think I'm gonna wrap it up soon. This will be a short video. But he will pull so hard that it's just like we're going home. Like I don't care. And I'm like, we just went, we usually our walks are like 30, 40 minutes, right? Like that's our norm. Cause then he gets tired. He's one of those dogs where he's like burst of energy and then couch potato for 2 hours and then burst of energy and then couch potato for 3 hours. Like that's the type of vibe he is. But usually he'll go for like 30, 40 minutes. The walks will last 10, 15 minutes and he gets spooked of something. He'll bow his little head and he's ready to go. When you look at the footage, the first one that you'll see, it might look like he's um going the direction. I don't know, it looks off, but what happened is now he was in the beginning of the video, he's walking the direction to my home, and I try and turn him back the other way, and then he does like a kind of like a circle going back the same way. It doesn't really look like that in the video, but that's what happened. I don't know why the angle and the thing, rewatching, I could see why it looks confusing, but that's what happened in the video. And then there's another video of me trying to like make him keep going past the house, and you will see he will turn in front of me and be like, nope, I'm not going any further. Like I'm going home. Like it's so bizarre. And like I said, it's not like something, like I said, I don't know what his past is and things like that. So sometimes before, when it first started happening, he would see like people riding bikes, and all of a sudden he kind of get more slower and cautious, and I'd be like, come on buddy, it's okay, we can go. Because again, I don't know what his past was, because we found him, right? He just in the middle of the street, right? And I've said that many times in this video, but we don't know what his history was. He had scars on him, he was underweight, and he had a big belt around his neck. And so obviously he probably didn't come from a great place. And so, I always just kind of chalked it up to like, just he wasn't in a good situation before, so he whatever. But now that I'm looking at it, it's like he gets scared of stuff that's not, there's nothing there, absolutely nothing there, and it's like one thing will happen. He's like, I am ready to go home. It's so bizarre. So I will put those videos there. This video was kind of random. I just kind of yapping. My boyfriend was working late, so that's what happens when he works late. But I'm actually feeling better. Maybe I just needed to yap because Sarah's a little not as, I guess, high. What would be the right word? I guess spirited at the beginning of this video. Nothing's wrong. I just was sleepy, and I think women will understand that. So other than that, yeah, everything's going good. Working on the investigation video, and then working on another mini mystery. I think the next mini mystery will be a little different than I normally do, but we'll see. Nothing too crazy, but yeah. I don't know. I just wanted to do a little catch up video and let you know what I'm doing as far as the activity in the living room if anyone's watching or listening to that, but I will put the end of the footage here. So I'm going to close this out. Thank you for listening. And I know it's just short, but thank you for listening. And as always, stay curious and stay tuned into the supernatural. Thanks for watching.
Example of Buddy not wanting to finish his walk. Come on, Buddy. We were going this way. He was doing fine. Let's see. He will not go. Buddy. Like, and we were just doing a normal pace, and now he's dragging me back home. Let's do an experiment on camera. Apologies for the heavy breathing. He's 75 pounds and I'm out of shape. Okay. So instead of turning here, Uncle? Let's see. Okay. See? Come on, buddy, let's go this way. See, he doesn't want to. It's the weirdest thing. And trust me, I have pulled him the other direction. And it's a big no for him, dog. All right. And now he's going to run home. Which I won't show because privacy, but yeah.